Bruce used to tell me,
Yeah.
Bruce used to tell me, once you get funny, your ass gonna be on no more shows. Cause they ain't gonna want you, they don't wanna work that hard. I went on stage, got a standing ovation. He come right behind me, got a standing ovation too.
Okay.
When we got in the car to come back to Atlanta.
Before his untimely passing, comedian Tyler Craig seems to have spilled the beans on the clandestine gatekeeping shenanigans in the comedy scene, fearlessly exposing the industry's secrets. He allegedly even dropped the names of some high-profile gatekeepers, with none other than Steve Harvey making the cut. Tyler held nothing back as he pulled back the curtain on the darker side of comedy. So what did the late comedian say? You see, the concept of gatekeeping is not limited to Hollywood. It permeates various entertainment industries, including the world of comedy and stand-up and comedy. Like in other creative fields, gatekeeping can be a significant issue where influential individuals or groups dictate who gets opportunities and who doesn't based on their personal preferences and visions for the industry. Comedy, by its nature, is highly subjective. What one person finds funny, another may not. This subjectivity makes the comedy industry particularly susceptible to gatekeeping, as those with influence can shape the landscape according to their own tastes and sensibilities. During an interview with comedy hype comedian Tyler Craig, shared intimate details about the comedy industry, shedding light on what he perceives as gatekeeping. His insights, particularly concerning his experiences with renowned comedian and media personality Steve Harvey, provide a compelling perspective on the challenges that aspiring comedians face in their pursuit of success. Craig began by recounting an incident where Harvey's production company taped his performance on Comic View. Despite receiving acclaim for his comedic prowess, Craig found himself in an unexpected situation when Harvey extended an invitation for him to perform in the Bahamas. The offer, a meager $300 for a week-long commitment, placed Craig in a dilemma. Fueled by familial responsibilities, Craig made the difficult decision to decline Harvey's offer, expressing the thin financial constraints that such a commitment would impose. However, this refusal did not sit well with Harvey, revealing a side of the comedian that Craig found disconcerting.
He got mad because I stood up for that, and I wouldn't want no shows with Steve or nothing like that. But it taught me that people want to see how bad you want stuff.
The conversation expanded into a broader discussion on gatekeeping within the comedy industry, with Steve Harvey becoming a central figure in the discourse. According to Craig, influential personalities like Harvey often assess aspiring comedians to gauge their determination before extending opportunities. This evaluation, Craig suggests, places comedians in a vulnerable position where their willingness to comply can set the tone for future interactions, emphasizing the importance of maintaining personal standards and unwavering principles. Craig offered advice to fellow comedians, encouraging them to prioritize their values over individual personalities.
People want to see how bad you want stuff before they get it, so they can put you in a position of, you know what I'm saying, hey, I call him, he'll do anything.
The most revealing segment of the interview unfolded as Tyler Craig shared testimonials from peers who had also experienced Steve Harvey's demeanor. One noteworthy story involved Craig's friend Garbin, a chef who had invited Harvey to a housewarming party, despite the chef expressing gratitude. Harvey's behavior took an unexpected turn when he dismissed Garbin's invitation to appear on his radio show, deeming it less significant than a potential appearance on a grander platform.
That's why I was saying back then, you have to have a standard.
Yeah.
Be weak for the standard and not for the person.
Steve Harvey is indeed one of the comedians who has been known for his role in shaping the comedy landscape. He became a prominent figure in the comedy world through his stand-up performances and television work, including The Steve Harvey Show. However, it's essential to remember that while Steve Harvey may have had an influential role in comedy, he's just one example of many comedians who have wielded power and influence in the industry. Steve Harvey's influence extended not only to comedy, but also to hosting and entertainment, as he hosted the long-running game show Family Feud and was a radio host. While Harvey's success in comedy and entertainment allowed him to open doors for many aspiring comedians, it's also true that such influence can be used to shape the direction of the comedy industry, and in some cases exclude those who don't align with a particular vision. In any case, Tyler Craig also alluded to the duality of being too funny in the comedy game. His undeniable talent clashed with the intricate politics of the business where exclusive clicks often dictate who receives a spotlight.
Said, I'm coming on your radio show. He said, oh, I thought you finna come on the big show. I was like, wow. And then he turned around and turned his back and looked at the wall until G left.
As a self-proclaimed non-click person, Craig found himself grappling with the challenges of navigating an industry that at times prioritizes connections over raw comedic talent. The importance of networking and being part of an inner circle significantly impacts a comedian's trajectory sometimes. Overshadowing their raw talent, Craig argues that fostering genuine connections within the comedy community not only benefits individual careers, but also has the potential to make the world a better place. Through shared laughter and diverse perspectives, Craig's journey through the comedy landscape has been punctuated by encounters with the unspoken and sometimes stifling rules imposed by seasoned comedians. He recounted instances where established figures advised him against broaching certain topics on stage, effectively curtailing his creative freedom.
Have clicks.
Okay.
And I'm not a click person. I can talk to anybody and conversate with anybody, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be your best friend.
Craig's narrative took a turn as he discussed the palpable generational differences within the comedy industry. The lack of mentorship and communication between different generations became a focal point, contributing to the tensions and difficulties experienced by emerging comedians. The scarcity of guidance and industry insights across generational lines underscores the need for a more supportive and collaborative environment for those trying to break into the comedy scene. But Craig is not the one who has experienced this alleged gatekeeping. Mike EPS has also spoken about these gatekeepers in a recent interview. Mike UPS, a luminary in the world of comedy, candidly shared his reflections on the intricacies of the comedy landscape. There's guys standing there at the telling them people in Hollywood that's not the guy. These individuals, he explained, hold the power to open or close doors for aspiring comedians, determining who gets the chance to showcase their talents on a larger stage. For EPS, the struggle to gain entry into the comedy business is akin to navigating a challenging red tape, with gatekeepers often proving to be formidable figures in this business. In order to get to point A and point B, you have to go through some certain red tape throughout the interview. EPS emphasized the enduring struggle many comedians face when trying to enter the gates of the comedy world. The red tape, he described, creates a bottleneck for aspiring talents, making the journey to success a formidable one. These gatekeepers, often individuals with platforms, not only control access, but also contribute to the cutthroat nature of the industry. Sharing a personal experience, EPS recounted the audition process for the Richard Pryor biopic. Despite his fame and success, he revealed the rigorous competition he faced, emphasizing that even established comedians encountered challenges breaking through certain gates. The anecdote shed light on the intensity of the audition process and the uncertainties surrounding coveted projects. In the same interview, Mike EPS was asked to name an overrated comedian, to which he quickly replied with heart. One overrated comedian, Kevin Hart. He said, in this business right here, guess what? Sometimes marketing could be bigger than talent. This business is not about being funny. This business is about being forced on people. You could be forced on people and then be really, really funny. If the business was based on funny, wouldn't none of these suckers be in it? If business was based off being handsome, wouldn't none of them? Everybody that's rich is ugly. EPS's comments insinuated that Hart's rise to fame had been significantly boosted by Hollywood elites and marketing rather than his pure comedic talent. While such claims can be dismissed as part of the competitive nature of the entertainment industry, it's worth exploring whether there may be some truth to EPS's assertions. To evaluate the validity of Mike EPS's claims, it's essential to first understand the trajectory of Kevin Hart's career and how he achieved such remarkable success in the world of comedy. Kevin Hart's journey to stardom began in the late 1990s, where he honed his craft in the stand-up comedy circuit. Performing at various comedy clubs, he gradually gained recognition for his comedic prowess, but it wasn't until the early 2000s that he began to make a significant impact on the industry. Hart's comedy style was characterized by his relatable and self-deprecating humor, which resonated with a broad audience. One crucial element of Hart's rise was his relentless work ethic. He performed in countless small comedy clubs, perfecting his material and stage presence. His dedication to the craft was evident, and it played a pivotal role in his success. It is essential to recognize that Hart's initial fame was not overnight. It was built through years of hard work and persistence. Epps' claims revolve around the role of marketing and promotion in Hollywood. He suggests that Kevin Hart's ascent to stardom was primarily driven by effective marketing strategies rather than his comedic talent. To examine this assertion,